So the strengths of our major would be the amount of time we spend in the classroom. It really makes me know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing with for a career, and really solidifies that that I can be successful within this field.
We get so many opportunities to be in different schools in the area, and every different school that you're in brings a different element and of like the things that you're going to learn from different teachers.
I think a strength of the education program here at UMD is the collaboration and the community that we build amongst faculty and staff and our students. We truly love the work we do and the people we work with, and we try and pass that passion on to our students.
And then one of the most important things that I've learned in my coursework is how to make assessment authentic and how to integrate all of our lessons with things that the kids are interested in and what they've already been learning, so that we can really deepen our understanding.
So the unique strength of the IAC program here at UMD is that you not only get a degree in one license, you get a degree in the other licensure. And so as my heart is in special education, if I end up placed in a regular ed classroom, I'm able to attune to the needs of the students in the classroom at any level or any opportunity that they could have in the classroom.
I am surprised by how much I learn from my colleagues. In teaching positions before this one, or in prior teaching positions, I never learned so much from the people that I work with. And what I notice here is that while folks are broadly educated, my colleagues are also experts, and so their niche insights sort of become greater insights for most of us. And so I'm certainly the best prepared that I've ever been in my teaching career based upon my colleagues.
One thing that's really unique about the teacher education program here at UMD for all of them is the extensive field experiences that the candidates get to have. They spend a lot of time in the classroom, and that's really where most of the learning is done, I think.
Some strengths of teaching Earth and Space Science here at UMD is that I can teach 5th through 8th general science, as well as 9th through 12th Earth and Space Science. So that gives me a wide range of potential opportunities when it comes to teaching.
So when I think about the strengths and uniquenesses of our teacher education program at UMD, I think about our passionate commitment to social justice. I see this amongst our students and staff and my colleagues and amongst the faculty. We don't always know how to do it. We're on a learning journey together, but there's such a deep ethical commitment. And I think about when I teach about universal design for learning and inclusion of students with special needs, is one of the units my students get most excited about. They are so looking forward to being able to reach every single student because of who they are. And I think that our candidates go out strong in that.
One of the most important things that I think we've learned through our coursework that'll help us become effective teachers is the newest research of the study. We learned the newest techniques on how to teach, and we've got to experience them, and I think that has helped us a lot.
One of the things that I would want any of our students, any and all of our students, to be able to walk away from this program with is a shared sense of the value of difference and being able to appreciate the differences in language and culture, the way that we do things as a human community.
How to blend multiple disciplinaries within one unit or one lesson. This really makes it effective to be a successful teacher and have successful students within the classroom as well.
One of the biggest takeaways that I've gotten from the STEP program at UMD is that my professors have really communicated the importance of being real with your students and showing your passions to them rather than just throwing information up on the board to teach them.
I think that the most important thing that we learn here is behavior management, and that is my opinion, just because if you don't have good behavior management in your classroom, you're really not going to get much learning done.
The whole idea that relationships are the most important thing in teaching, both the relationships between a teacher and her students, and really trying to build on their strengths, and then they can take that into their own relationships with their own students and future students. I think that that's really what teaching is about.
Your students don't care what you know until they know how much you care. And the professors at UMD have really shown that. They go in and out to make sure that you are doing well as a human being as well as in your academics. They want you to be the best teacher you can be, but also the best teacher for your students.
To learn how to learn for the rest of their lives. Things change so rapidly that I want them to know that they can land in any situation and be able to make sense of it and learn. And part of that I want them to do is to be very willing to make lots of gleeful mistakes, because and not feel bad about it, but to learn from them and joyfully about learning from mistakes and from each other.
The most important thing that I've learned from my coursework that will help me become a better teacher is that my teachers treat me as if I am not only a learner, but a potential teacher as well. So it gives a lot of opportunity to learn how I learn, as well as model the way that other people learn, which, yeah.
I guess I want them to understand that that old sort of saw that pedagogy is both an art and a science, that the art and the science are really partners to each other. They're like necessary to be artful in one's doing and to enjoy the art of teaching.
If they remember nothing else, is that students and their learning must be at the center of everything we do, and we always have to challenge ourselves to ask, what is the purpose of this chosen activity or decision or question? And if our students and their learning aren't at the center of that decision, then we need to challenge ourselves to think differently and know differently and act differently.
I want them to know that every child is uniquely gifted and talented and brings those gifts to the classroom.